Hi there, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 19th of August. This week sees Venus getting a toehold in the part of your horoscope that's to do with gentle interactions, emotional relationships, and in a more practical way could give you the push to make some improvements to the general comfort of your environments. But Venus is going to be squaring up with Pluto through to Thursday. When these two planets clash in this way, what can come into the planetary currency is things like emotional blackmail, guilt trips, people reminding people of their obligations. Heavy stuff, not very pleasant stuff. So if anyone tries to put stuff like that on you, it is going to be important you resist this. But with Jupiter still also in opposition with Pluto, Jupiter is squaring up on the other side of the heavens with Venus too. And when these two get together, it can point towards excess. So if there's something that you want big time that the partner doesn't, you may have to rein in a desire to try to really seductively get round them in order to get your own way. Because ultimately, if you do use the dark arts, they may hold it against you. However, the Sun and Mercury are very close together all through this week. But in the first half of the week, in the part of your horoscope to do with money, and by Wednesday there is a full moon. If you are caught up at the moment in everyday finances, it is going to be important not to take your eye off things like pension plans, insurances, renewals. Anything like this could have a nasty habit of just coming up over the next couple of weeks. So it is going to be important not to get too carried away in spending money in the here and now. But by the end of the week, on Friday and Saturday respectively, the Sun and Mercury move into a different part of your horoscope. The pace of life is ultimately going to speed up. It's going to become more cerebral, more about communication, but you might not think it in the last few days of the week because Neptune lies in wait on the other side of the heaven, and it can provide some profound confusion and bafflement for us all. But in your case, if you are trying to communicate, it is vitally important that you don't become too subjective, that you only see it from your viewpoint, that you can't think outside of the way that you might be taking something personally or overreacting to something. Your ability to distill data is going to be compromised potentially by Neptune. So try to step back. Take a deep breath, think things through more logically, otherwise you could get caught up in the muddle. And this could see you starting to assert things yourself that actually are not based on facts, they're based on what you think, and what you think may prove to be faulty. But also Venus goes opposite Uranus, suggesting that there could be some last minute changes of plan, perhaps to do with that redecoration project or where you live or family gathering. And you may suddenly find yourself wanting to cocoon yourself away if you feel it's all too much. But I do feel that someone's going to try to draw you out of your shell, someone really quite fascinating. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.